this is Tanya Rowling helping you to solve Maths, CBSE Class 10 NCERT Syllabus, and my sister Tina Lofus would be teaching CBSE Class 8 Maths NCERT Syllabus. Alright, now let's get into the video. Today we are going to be learning exercise 2.3 third question. Now let's read the question. So the question is, obtain all other zeros of 3x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5 if two of its zeros are root 5 divided by 3 and minus root 5 divided by 3. Okay, so this is the question. So in this we are supposed to get all the zeros of this particular polynomial. Okay, first of all I would like to say something that here we have 3x power 4, am I right? So here we have x power 4, so the power is 4. So here the power is 4, that means in this value we get 4 zeros. So here the power is cube, then we get 3 zeros. So likewise we are going to be finding all other zeros. Okay, so they had given root 5 divided by 3 and minus root 5 divided by 3. Okay, so these are the two zeros, and by using this we are going to be solving it. First of all, let's write the two zeros are, now let's write the two zeros are, let me just show. So the two zeros, this is the answer. Okay, the two zeros are root 5 divided by 3 and minus root 5 divided by 3. Okay, so here x is equal to, so what is the first value? The first value is root 5 divided by 3 and the second value is minus root 5 divided by 3. Okay, so this is the value. Here what we are going to do is, here we are going to be writing x minus root 5 divided by 3. So first of all we got x is equal to root 5 by 3 and x is equal to minus root 5 by 3. So now what we are going to do is, we shall write x minus root 5 by 3 is equal to 0. So you guys might be confusing that why is it minus root 5 by 3. That's because, so here we have root 5 by 3, am I right? So I just brought this root 5 by 3 right over here. Okay, so it crossed this is equal to, so when it crosses the is equal to, then it changed into minus. Likewise here I am going to be writing x plus root 5 by 3 is equal to 0. Here also we did the same thing. So here minus root 5 by 3, I just brought it right over here. That means I just crossed this is equal to and I came to next side. So here it changed its sign, it changed into plus root 5 by 3 because here it was minus. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, we are going to be writing, so x minus root 5 by 3 and let me just write in bracket, and here it is x plus root 5 by 3. Okay, so here we wrote it like this. Here you guys can just remember the form, that is a minus b and a plus b. So this is the formula, a minus b and a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, this is a form which we studied in lower classes. So now we have this form, that is a minus b and a plus b. We are going to be changing into a square minus b square. Okay, for that we are going to be taking instead of a we are going to be taking x. Let me show that. So instead of a I am going to be taking x. So let me just write x
and here it is square, so I am writing square, and then here it is minus, so I wrote minus, and then we have root 5 by 3, so I am going to be writing root 5 by 3, and here we have square, so let us write it like this. Okay, so here the 2 belongs to root 5 as well as 3. Okay, so here you guys can notice something. So here we have root and here we have square, so we can just cancel it. Am I right? So we are supposed to cancel it when we have root and square. Okay, so I just cancelled it. So now it is, now we don't have no more root. Okay, so don't care about the root. Now it is x square minus 5 divided by 3. So we got the 0 as x square minus 5 divided by 3. So now we are going to be doing the division. Okay, how we did in the previous subdivisions and the previous questions. Okay, so we are going to be writing this in the divisor part, and I am going to be writing this in the inside. Okay, so I am going to be writing these polynomials inside. Okay, now let's write the values. So the values are 3 x power 4 plus 6x cube minus 2x square minus 10x minus 5. Okay, so these are the values, and do you guys remember the divisor? See, so we found it x square minus 5 divided by 3. Okay, so first of all, now let's solve it. So you are supposed to take the first term right over here, that is 3x power 4, and here we have x square, so we are supposed to divide it. Now we shall divide x square right over here, and here also we shall divide x square. So when we just divide it, we get 3x square. So totally we had 4, that we just cancel 2, that means 2x. So when we just cancel 2x, remaining we had 2. So that's why we got x square. Okay, so now we shall write this 3x square right over here. Okay, now it is 3x square. So as you guys know, we are going to be multiplying 3x square and the divisor term. So here we have x square. We are going to be multiplying. We are going to be multiplying. Okay, so we are going to be multiplying x square into 3x square. First of all, here x doesn't have a value, but we take 1 as its value. Okay, so 1 3s are, it is 3, and x square into x square is 4. Why is it 4? Because the power is 2 right over here, and here also the power is 2. So when we add 2 plus 2, it is 4. So we got 3x power 4. Okay, now we have one more value, that is minus 5 divided by 3, which is in fraction form. Okay, so we are going to be multiplying minus 5 divided by 3 into 3x square. Okay, so here we shall cancel the 3. Okay, when we just cancelled it, remaining we got minus 5 into x square is minus 5x square. So here the power is in the square form, so we are supposed to write it in the square term. Okay, so we shall write 5x square. We are supposed to write it like this because this is the rule. Okay, so now we put the values. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to be changing the signs. So here we have plus, so let me just write plus. So plus converts into minus, and here we have minus, let us convert into plus. Okay, so here we don't have any value, so we shall write 0. Okay, so I am writing plus 0. So here no need of changing the value, so because 0, it doesn't have a particular value. I just took plus 0 like a common thing. Okay, so don't care about the 0. So here 3x power 4 has got a new sign, that is minus. So it is minus 3x power 4. So minus and plus is minus. So when we just subtract 3x power 4 minus 3x power 4, we get 0. So we can just cancel it. Okay, so here we have 6x cube. We can just write that as it is, that is 6x cube. Okay, so here 5x square has got a new sign, that is plus. So plus and minus is, of course it is minus. So we are going to be subtracting it. So when we subtract 5 minus 2, then it is 3. Okay, why? Because 5 minus 2 is 3.
So as you guys know, we got plus 3x square. Am I right? So now we got 3x cube plus 3x square. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to be taking this minus 10x. So let me just write it. So I'm going to be taking this minus 10x down right over here. Okay. So it is minus 10x. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to be taking the first term. So here the first term is 6x cube and here it is x square. Now let's divide it. So as you guys know, we are going to be taking 6x cube, that is the first term, and here we are going to be taking x square. So let's write 6x cube divided by x square. Okay. So here I am cancelling the x square. Here also we have cube. Am I right? Cube means 3. So here when we cancel 2, then we get 1 as a balance. Okay. So it is, when we cancel it, we get 6x square. I mean 6x power 1. Okay. That's because, so here we had 3. So when we just cancel 3, we are going to be cancelling x square. That means power is 2. Am I right? So when we just cancel 2, then the balance is x1. That is x power 1. So now we got 6x power 1. Am I right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be writing 6x power 1 right over here. Okay. So let me just write plus 6x power 1. So if you guys want, you can just write 1, otherwise you can just write it like this. It would be much more better if you write it like this. Why? Because if you write x simply like this, then of course it is x power 1. Okay. Now we are going to be multiplying it. So let us multiply 6x into x square. So 1 into 6 is 6 and x square into x is x cube. Why? Because 2 plus 1 is cube. So we shall write 6x cube. Okay. And then we are going to be multiplying with the next term, that is minus 5 divided by 3. So it is minus 5 divided by 3 into 6x. Am I right? So this is the value. Why? Because minus 5 by 3 into 6 into x. Am I right? So now we shall cancel it. So we shall cancel it. So when we cancel this, we get 1. Why? Because 1 3 is 3. And here when we cancel, we get 2. Why? Because 3 2s are, it is 6. Okay. So now we got minus 5 into 2. So as you guys know, that minus 5 into 2 is minus 10. Why? Because 5 2s are, it is 10, and plus and minus is minus. Okay. So it is minus 10. So it is minus 10. So we are going to be writing minus 10. Of course, the variable is very important. So here we have x. So I am writing x right over here. Now it is minus 10x. Okay. So here the variable power is x power 1. So we shall write this term right over here. Why am I writing it right over here? Because here also the power is x power 1. So here also the power is 1. Okay. So it is minus 10x. So what about here? So here we are going to be writing plus 0. Why? Because we don't have a particular value. We didn't get any value right over here. So I am writing plus 0. So if you guys want, you can just write plus 0, or you can just leave it like that. So now it is time to change their signs. So as you guys know, here we have plus. So plus, it converts into minus, and here 0, it is not a particular value. So we no need to change their signs. Okay. Well, because we are taking 0 just for your understanding. Okay. So here we have minus. So minus, when we just convert it, it becomes plus. Okay. So here it is minus 6x cube, and here it is plus 10x. Okay. So we shall just do it, that is plus and minus is minus. So we are going to be subtracting 6x cube minus 6x cube. So when we just subtract it, we get 0. So we can just cancel it. Okay. So here we have 3x square. So we shall just write it as it is, that is plus 3x square. So here as you guys can see, we have plus 10x and minus 10x.
So plus and minus is, of course it is minus. So we are supposed to subtract 10 minus 10. So when we subtract 10 minus 10, of course it is 0. So we shall just cancel it like this, okay. So let me just write 0 for your understanding. Okay, so it is plus 0. Okay, now let me take this minus 5 as it is down right over here. So it is minus 5, okay, remember that. Okay, so as you guys know, now we got plus 3x square plus 0. So 0 is not considered. So we shall just take it plus 0 and minus 5. So here the first term is 3x square. Am I right? So as you guys know, the first term is 3x square and here the first term is x square. Okay. So now let's write the 3x square right over here and we shall divide it by the first term in the divisor part. So here the first term is x square. So we shall write x square. Now we shall cancel it. Why? Because x square we shall cancel. Both are similar, so we can just cancel it. So the value is 3. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to be writing plus 3 right over here. Now let's multiply it. So 3 into x square is 3x square. And then 0, no need to consider that. And then here we have minus 5 by 3 into 3. Okay, let me just write it. So it is 5 minus 5 divided by 3 into 3. Am I right? So here we can just cancel this 3 and this 3. Why? Because 1 3 is 1 and 1 3 is 1. So 1 into 5 is 5. Okay. Then plus and minus is, plus into minus is minus. So it is 5 minus 5. So we can just write minus 5 right over here. Now it's time to change their signs. So as you guys know, here it is plus. So plus converts into minus and here minus converts into plus. So now it is minus 3x square and here it is plus 5. So plus and minus is minus. So when we just subtract 3x square minus 3x square, of course it is 0. So we can just cancel it. So here when we subtract minus 5, here we have plus 5. Am I right? So here plus and minus is minus. So we are supposed to subtract it. When we subtract 5 minus 5, it is 0. So we can just cancel it. Okay, now we got 0 right over here. Here also it is 0. No need to consider that. And here also we got 0. So we can take 0. Okay. So now finally we got 0. As you guys know, we got the remainder as 0. Am I right? So now what we are going to do is, we are going to be taking this quotient, that is 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Why? Because this is the quotient. Okay. I'm going to be taking this now. So let me just copy it. So now let us write the quotient. So what was the quotient? So the quotient was 3x square plus 6x plus 3. Am I right? So this is the quotient. I wrote the form. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to be splitting it. First of all, let's find the common number. So here the common number is 3 and into x square. Here we have 6. But when we split 6, that is 3 into 2. So 3 2s are, it is 6. So here we have 3 and 2 and here of course it is 3. So we have similar value, that is 3 right over here, we have a 3 right over here, and here also we have 3, here also we have 3. That means 3 is a common value. So we shall take the 3 outside and we shall put the bracket, that means multiplication. So here we should multiply with a variable or a number, but we should get 3x square. So here it is x square. Am I right? Already we have 3 outside, so no need to care about the 3. But we are supposed to care about the x square. So x square is a variable. X is a variable and square is a exponent. It is the exponent form. So we shall write 3 into x square. So this bracket means into. So 3 into x square is 3x square and then plus. Here we have 6x. We should multiply with the number so that we get 6. Okay, so it is 3 2s are, of course it is 6. So 3 into 2. So 3 2s are, it is 6. And what about the x? We are going to be writing x as it is. And then plus, we have 3. Am I right? So 3, as you guys know, we have 3. So we are going to be multiplying with the number so that we get 3. So already we have 3 outside. So we shall just write 1 because 1 3s are it is 3 and then close the bracket. Okay. Now we got x square plus 2x plus 1. So we got this form. So as you guys know, in exercise 2.2, so in that exercise, in the first question, we just solved few subdivisions. Am I right? In that we usually take the first form and the last form. So here the first form is don't need to care about the 3. Now we are supposed to care about what is inside in the bracket. Okay. So we shall take x square and 1. We are going to be multiplying it. So we are going to be multiplying the coefficient, and here it is constant term. That means we are going to be multiplying the number. Okay. So here x square means it has a value that is 1. So 1 into 1 is, of course, it is 1. Right. So now what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to add them. Okay. So we are supposed to add them. Why? Because here it is plus. So we are supposed to add this 1, but we should get the center number, that is 2. Okay. So this is the rule. First we are supposed to multiply it. So if we get an answer 1 or 2 something. Okay. So if we now we got 1. Am I right? So for this we are going to be adding it. So when we just add with the number, we should get 2. Okay. So we are supposed to get 2. Why? Because here it is in the middle. So we are supposed to get 2. So when we just add 1 plus 1, it is 2. Am I right? So we are going to be adding 1 plus 1. So now let us write 3 bracket x square, we shall write as it is. So instead of plus 2x, I am going to be writing plus 1x and plus 1x. Why? Because 1 plus 1 is 2. So let me just write plus. So this x belongs to this one as well as this one. Why? Because when we just add them, we get 2, right? So that is this 2. So for then what about the x? So here the x belongs to 1 as well as the 1. Okay. So instead of writing 1x, if we write x simply like this, so the value is, of course, it is 1. So we should write x and then one more x. Why? Because when we add 1 plus 1, of course, it is 2. Now here we have plus 1. So we shall write plus 1 as it is and then close the bracket. Okay. Now we got x square plus x plus 1. So as you guys know, we got common values right over here, that is x square plus x plus 1. Okay. So now what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to take the common value in this term. So here we have x square plus x. So here what is the common value? So here the common value is x. So I took the x as it is. So I took the x and we are supposed to multiply with the number so that we get x square. Okay. So when we just multiplied x into x, it is x square, right? X into x is x square. And then I wrote the plus as it is. And here we have x. Okay. So we are supposed to multiplying with the number so that we get x. So outside already we have x. So when we multiply 1 into x, it is x. So 1 into x is x. So now we got x bracket x plus 1 bracket close. Now what we are supposed to do is, so here what is the common value? So here as you guys can see, here we have plus x and here we have plus 1. Am I right? So here we have the x value is, of course, it is 1. So here we have x as well as 1. So both are common, but you didn't notice something. So here the x has a value that is 1. So here we have 1, here also we have 1. So we are going to be taking plus 1. If you want, you guys can take 1. Why? Because if you write plus as it is, you can just remind it like 1. Okay. So it just took plus 1. Why? Because here the common number, it was plus 1. Because here the x value was 1 and here we have 1. Okay. Now we should multiply with the number so that we get x. So 1 into x is x. Okay. So 1 into x is x and then plus. So we will now, and after that we are supposed to get 1. So 1 into 1 is, of course, it is 1. So now we got this value, that is x into x plus 1 bracket close plus 1 x plus 1. Okay. So here you guys can notice something, that is we have x plus 1 right over here. Here also we have x plus 1, which is a similar value. So you take x plus 1 because it is a similar value. So we are taking x plus 1 as common, and then here we just have a number, variable right over here, that is x, and here we have plus 1. So we shall take that x plus 1. So now we got x plus 1 and x plus 1. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to be writing to find zeros. Now let us write to find zeros. Of course you guys know the form was x. So let me just write the form, that is 3 bracket x plus 1 and x plus 1. Am I right? So it was like this. So the values, it was like this. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we are going to be writing to find zeros. For that we shall take x plus 1 is equal to 0 and x plus 1 is equal to 0, and then here we are going to be writing x is equal to, so when this minus 1 comes this side, that is the right side, it changes into minus 1. Plus 1, when it comes this side, it changes into minus 1, and then here when the plus 1, so this plus 1 comes this side, then it changes into minus 1, so it is minus 1. So now we got 2 zeros right over here. So now we are going to be writing this all zeros. What are the zeros? So there is zeros are, so this is a 0. Okay, so you guys might think 0 means this 0. Actually in polynomials we take like these numbers, the polynomial is a 0. So here we have x is equal to minus 1, so it is a 0. Am I right? So we got a 0 right over here, that is minus 1, and here also we got a 0, that is minus 1. And in the first thing, I mean when we just did the division, so you guys can just recall it. So before doing the division we just did something, right? In that we got under root 5 divided by 3 and then minus under root 5 divided by 3. Okay, so we got this one. Let me just show that. So here as you guys can see, we got, where is that? Yeah, so after doing this we just got x minus under root 5 divided by 3 and x plus under root 5 divided by 3. So we just took this value. Okay, so finally we got 4 zeros. Let me just show that. And here also in the question it's there, obtain all other zeros of this value if 2 of its zeros are under root 5 divided by 3 and minus 5 divided by 3. Okay, so here also the 2 zeros they had already mentioned. Okay, so we just took this one and this one, so we should find the rest of the zeros. So we just found out, right, that minus 1 and minus 1. Let me just show that. So here as you guys can see we got minus 1, so it is minus 1 comma minus 1 comma, so whatever it was given in the question, that is under root 5 divided by 3 and minus under root 5 divided by 3. So finally we solved it.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and help your friends by sharing this video. If you have any doubt, you can comment me in the comment section. Catch you in the next video. See ya.